Hello, friend. Well, I'm here in Nigeria. I'm actually here on a business trip, but it was also to celebrate with my mum, her 81st birthday, 81 years young. She doesn't look 81. I don't think of her as 81. It's just one of those things. Time flew by and we looked at the calendar and she was 81. Anyway, mostly I'm here on a business trip. As most of you know, I'm in the healthcare field, and I'm looking to actually boost some things here in terms of healthcare and well-care. And one of the things that occurred to me, as is in common with a lot of you who may be listening, is that we are both entrepreneurs and innovators. And I heard something from Singularity University by Peter Diamandis, and by the way, in the background is a generator. That's almost a fact of life here when there is no electricity. So I hope you can hear me above all of this. But anyway, onto us as innovators and entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurism is what drives the engine of a lot of innovation. And he mentioned 4 things that drive motivation for innovation and entrepreneurship. And mostly it was in relation to the tech industry, but if you look at it, it actually drives anything that has to do with innovation. So what are your motivations? The number 1 he mentioned was curiosity. You're thinking about and you're saying, guess what? Can I make this thing better, faster, higher, taller, fatter, whatever it is? In terms of computers, you want to make the thinnest possible. You want to make the smallest thing possible. You want to make the lightest thing possible. In terms of cars, maybe you want something really fast. You want to start now shooting things to the moon, commercial flights in space, like Richard Branson. That's what innovation is all about. But realize innovation and entrepreneurship are actually fairly connected. The next thing is fear. Remember, somewhere in the past I mentioned that fear is a very strong catalyst, or pain is a very strong catalyst. And basically avoidance of pain is what drives us forward more than the seeking of pleasure. It's always been so, because we want to avoid pain more than we want to attract pleasure. It makes us leap so much faster than if we were longing for that, little toy or bauble that we want. The pain of what happens to your family if they can't be fed, that will drive you much harder and faster than you wanting a bigger house or, nicer car, that kind of thing. Anyway, so it's fear. The fear of not being able to provide for your family, the fear of, if I don't do this, this will happen. That kind of pain drives your innovation, okay? And the next thing is wealth creation. We all know if you solve people's problems, you will be adequately rewarded, usually with money. And money actually is not a bad word, people. It is just one of those things which you need to be able to do the things you need to do. You can use it as a force for good. So if you're a bad person, you're just going to be a richer bad person. If you're a nice person, you'll be a richer nice person. I prefer to be a richer nice person because you can do much more for your environment, okay? So realize you solve people's problems, you will get adequately rewarded for them, and therefore you can create wealth and you can do even more. So that is one of the things about innovators and entrepreneurs. Wealth creation, to be able to do what? The other thing, which is all we actually all want, is relevance, the quest for significance. All of us actually want to be recognized, want to be seen as recognized on a micro level with our friends, with our family, on a macro level within our community, within our society, and that is what drives us. When we don't feel significance, we go into, as you know, a tailspin. So the quest for significance, once you've got the basics, you live, you have a place over your head, you can eat, you've got adequate pay or being paid for whatever it is you do, then it's like, what am I here for? It's not just to exist. Existence is not what we here as humans. We want to actually flourish. We want to be significant. And the significance can be within your friends and family on a slightly better level than survival. It could be within your community, the search for significance, contribution to the society. And that's where all the legacy building comes in, from innovation, from entrepreneurship. So realize that you can do all of these things, but you don't have to be one of those people who says, guess what, I'm going to invent, the next best thing that happens in terms of technology. But significance in your society, significance with your people, and that actually can build on. Wherever you happen to be significant, you have been a teacher and you have made a difference in one of your students' lives. That is the quest for significance, where you know that you've motivated them to higher and better things. That is what it's all about, the quest for significance, something outside of yourself. So yeah, it's been quite a fun time. And one thing I do know about entrepreneurship, when you hit those road bumps, as you surely will, you're going to just say, guess what? I've got this goal in mind, and therefore you need to just keep on moving forward. Find a way to solve the problem. You, as an entrepreneur and innovator, no is not an option. You just keep on going. Well, I'll be back soon, back to Toronto. But in the meantime, from Nigeria, I wish you all the very best. And if you like this, share it with your friends, like the Facebook fan page, and leave me a comment. Bye now.